If you can reach inside there, a lot of trucks have they don't have enough room between, you got really close between the truck body or the bottom of your trailer. And sometimes you can only reach in there and get a hold of a chain with one hand to unhook it. If you've got this kind of hook on the inside rail, you can unhook this chain with one hand. You don't have to get both hands in there to do that. And that's the difference between this hook and those. This is the only kind I generally use, is this kind right here. And with proper tools, a cutter, and I don't know, we had some pliers here a while ago.
Go ahead and show the cutters.
But if you're serious about using chains, if you got the tools, you can fix this kind of stuff. That it contributes to making everything easy for you. And that's.
Tell me about those two tools behind you there.
Well, this here, as you can see, this is how you spread a link apart. And this side here is what you squeeze them back together with. And if you buy some of these cutters, I did this once, take a piece of rail chain in when you buy these and make sure that what they're selling you will cut one of them chains. Because I bought a pair of these that wouldn't. They were junk. So, and anyway, this.
You want to show what's wrong with that one there?
Well, this hook was on the inside. You'd have to reach around inside to unhook this. And if this hook was on right, it would be up like this. Where when you reached inside there, on the inside rail, it's up here where you can unhook it easy. It's up here on top. But a lot of chains come to the factory. I guess the people that making these chains don't know the difference, but there is a difference.
So what do you end up having to do then?
Well, you take them pliers and spread this. This is the cross chain hook. And these pliers spread this apart so you can unhook it. So you can take your chains apart with one of these if you got some pliers. I didn't spread that quite enough. But
jump in and help on any of those. Can we help you, Charles?
I got it. You take that apart and then you can put it back together once you get that hook turned around. But what you're going to have to do is cut this link with your cutters and turn that around, which you can put that back together if you're on the road with a quick link. But when I'm in the yard, I'll take and cut one side of that link and then weld it back together when I got the chain back together. So I don't have to use a quick link if I'm in the shop. But then these here is what you use to squeeze that back together with. Oh, damn it. It's easier to do this if the chain is laying on the ground. What's going on with it? Let me put it down here. There it goes. It's back together the way it was now. This rack here is made on an angle. This is made for the right side. But you get the idea. If you had fairing back here on, like a lot of trucks have nowadays, if this was on that side over there, this angle would be coming off back here. So the end of this rack would be behind your fairing. And another thing, even if you don't have an angle rack, if you got one like that we're going to put on this truck here, this is only 17 inches, where one of those with the hooks on them measures 24 inches. So a lot of times they come right out to the end of that fairing. So there's no way to get those inside chains on those hooks off of there with that fairing on there. But if you've got, even if you got a 90 degree like this one, there's still 5 inches between the end of this rack and the fairing, so you can get the chain off between the fairing and the end of this rack.